Everyone, because my videos are apparently way too long for you kids, I'm going to try and double time you through how the importance of using Google Docs on your phone or tablet to do your work because of the in-app functionality, which isn't in the desktop version at all. You just go to the Play Store or the Apple Store, because as a Google product, it's available on both, and you'd install it. Once you've installed it, you actually want to do setup. If you want to do setup, you'd want to do that, or you'd need to do that, more to the point, in the actual desktop view of the online version, not the app. So you would literally go into it, or you'd literally just go to Google and type in Google Docs. It will take you to this page, the About page normally, and tell you, if you pressed Google Docs, it would say, oh, install it, or so on and so forth. So as always with this nonsense, we just avoid listening to any of that. We press the desktop site. Voila, look at that. An impossible thing, easily done. Here we are in Google Docs. Why am I able to do this? Simply because if you look at the right-hand side of the screen, you'll see that I'm logged in. There's my super cute avatar there. I am logged in. So the easiest way to do any of this is to use the Google account, Gmail account rather, that is associated. Oh my goodness, can she talk? Use the Google account that is associated with your Play Store account if you're on Android. And if you're on Apple, these things don't really matter. But basically, you do have to be logged into Chrome to access Google Docs through Chrome online, not the app. Okay? Excellent. You'd get up a new document, okay? And you'd very easily then just go to File. You go to Page Setup. These are your page setup options here. You see the margins, page color. I like a bit of yellow because my eyes get very tired looking at a black and white screen for age, when I teach so many days. So I tend to change the color a bit. You can choose whatever color you like. This is a custom yellow that I like. I use the Hex Creator for that. I explain how to use Hex, different colors, different backgrounds, customization in my video on how to use VoiceAloud Reader. So look there if you want to know how to make custom colors. If I change anything here, then the set as default won't be grayed out. You would press set as default, and that means that every time you open a document, it will have your right page size, your right margins, and the right color, anything you want. That's basically it for setup. And basically anything that the app can't do for some reason, you just access this version, the online version, okay? Okay, we'll close that down. We are going to go to the app now. And this is the Google Docs app here. Now, I've gone straight into the settings, and you can see what my settings are. I told it can notify me. I've told it I want it to create Word files. I don't want it to make recent files offline. Unfortunately, with the last few upgrades, it's doing that anyway. So that's quite annoying. And anytime it does that, you have to individually say that you don't want that file online. I do want it to only transfer files over Wi-Fi. I don't need to mess with the document cache. Okay, setup's done. New doc. We get a new doc up. Now, straight into the functionality. Let's say for some reason I didn't know what the word daffodils meant. Of course I do, but let's just say I didn't. It's this simple. I double click on it, I press the menu here, I press explore, bang. It comes up straight in the doc I'm working with. It tells me loads of stuff about daffodils. It goes into images of it. If I press on that image, I can insert it into the doc. If I go back, I can go back to web. I can take this text here. I can insert that text into the document. I can then copy that text. And with my VoiceAloud Reader, which I've told you all about in another video, I can literally just press play or get the thing up to read it for me.
Various common names including daffodil, daffodili, narcissus and jonquil are used to describe all or some members of the genus. Wikipedia. Narcissus is a genus of predominant...
Now, I can control the VoiceAloud Reader in many different ways, as you know, including just pulling down the screen. But the point is, any text there, read for me, all of that. Now, let's say I didn't know what another single word meant, say, and it's got a really interesting feature So let's say I didn't know what latent meant, okay? For goodness sake. Let's close that a minute. That's how. Let's say I didn't know what this word here meant. I double click on it. This is a single word. I press explore. It will actually not only explain it to me, but
latent,
tell me what the word should sound like. This is all very, very interesting. Now, earlier on we were doing something about a hair, which was called a lariat or something. I don't even know if I've spelled that right. And no, I don't think so. Let's see what it does with that.
Larent.
This can help you with all kinds of things. Paste stuff in. Press that in. Lariat is some kind of rabbit, so I think I've... Laureate. I think I've spelled that wrong. But what it was, which was super duper interesting, is that because I didn't know that that meant a type of hare, that's spelled H-A-R-E, a type of rabbit, and I used it to help me explain about this. It was a very old poem we were doing that was all about that kind of thing. And I was able to search images for this kind of thing and see what it might have looked like. Check my drive to see if I had any pictures of this kind of rabbit. And it's coming up now with the document. So you see how good that is. This document here is the document I was working with on my student today. And it's come up because it's saved to my Google Drive. And if I now clicked on that, it would bring up that document, give me all the information that we were working on. And we would be able to find that actual... Because let me see where it is. There it is. It's a lever. See, I was nowhere close, was I? Nowhere close at all. And I would be able to access this, link to this document, insert that word back into the other. There's just so many things you can see. You're looking at this kind of functionality here. You're seeing everything it can do. I can paste that in there. Copy that. And again, it comes up things. I can go into the images. I can go into the web.
Leverett.
I can find out what the word means. This is a lot of packed in functionality. Here's one that was particularly useful today. Let's do this. Whoops, hang on, bear with me. I can play YouTube videos directly in the thing. Watch.
The Raven. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary.
Now that's just excellent. And that is actually something you can't do in the desktop version, whether you're using desktop, as I showed you before, which is the sort of workaround to do the desktop view on the tablet, or if you're using the desktop view if you're actually using it on PC, it will always take you out of the tab that you're in and bring you to another tab. Or quite irritating when you could, if you double click on the word and then try to press explore, it always wants to do some other third thing, where if you just do it all inside the app, you have all of this functionality, you can do all of the things I've just seen. And that is excellent to help you with your studies, to help you understand words you don't know, to understand the pronunciation, to be able to have things read to you using your proofreader, to get stuff done. It's just super awesome, super convenient. And I think that is the fastest tutorial I've done. At the fastest speed I can do it. Excellent, guys. Okay, until next time. Bye-bye.